So we're taking down this 10-gallon rack and moving them over to these 20 highs. I'm getting rid of this 10-gallon rack so that way this double 40 can get moved and put right here. So this is my 10-gallon rack that I'm putting up for sale. This stand would technically hold 9 10-gallon fish tanks. I have 6 10-gallon fish tanks. I had a 20 high on top, but I had moved that 20 high over here. So you will get 6 out of the 9. So with this rack, 2 shelves will be full. There'll be 1 empty one, so you'll either have to buy 3 more 10 gallons or put a 20 high up there or a custom size fish tank up there or use that for storage or whatever. But this is what I'm selling. So on the outsides, right, obviously none of the glass in the front is painted. On the 2 outsides, so this one here and this one here, top and bottom, the sides are also open so you can see in. So the back is painted black and this side is painted black. This one, both sides and the back are painted black. This side here and this side is black. This is see-through and this is see-through. Same with the bottom here. So pretty much you can see inside the fish tanks from the sides on both of them. And then the tank right in the middle, the only viewing panel's in the front. If you do not want the black, I could technically take that off for you. It's super easy. Just take a razor blade, scrapes right off. Also, this stand, I do have insulation under all the shelves. So even under this one here, there's insulation. And then even under here, which I probably won't be able to see, there's insulation under there. Alright, one other thing I wanted to discuss was the dimensions in case some of you have custom size aquariums or you're just trying to figure out if this will fit in your fish room or whatever. So obviously I'm trying to do this one-handed. Come on. Alright, so from inside to inside you got 33 inches. Okay? So all the shelves are 33 inches left to right. Alright, so front to back, we're looking at roughly 20 3/4. And then if you're just curious, from the ground to the start of the first tank is roughly 9.5 inches. The top of the first tank, or first row, is 22 inches. The second row tanks start at 34 inches off the ground. And the top are at roughly 46.25. And then the top shelf right now is sitting at just over 58 inches. So that's just, I guess I can do the outside too for you in case you need to know what that is. So outside to outside, left to right, it's pretty much 3 feet right on the head. Front to back, looks like 20 3/4. And then I think we said that top to bottom was like 58 inches. I believe I left 7 inches to get your hand in there if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so from there to the top of the tank, right, just over 7 inches there. And this one's pretty much right at 7 inches. So I left 7 inches of clearance to get your hand in there. So this is a 10-gallon rack. So you get the stand. You'll get 6 10-gallon tanks. You'll get the insulation between and behind and underneath the tanks. You'll get 6 Hamburg matten filters. which are these guys. I got 6 of those. You'll get the lift tubes with them. So you get the 6 lift tubes that just need an air stone, which they have an air stone, but to be honest, these have been running for a while, and I'm sure they're full of gunk and could be replaced. But you probably could get by for a little while without needing new ones, but you will need new ones. It'll also come with 3 of these eheim jager heaters. They're 50 watts. They're like the perfect size for a 10-gallon tank. This stand is built out of 2x4s. It is definitely built way stronger than it needs to be, but I tend to do that. So as far as the shelves go, this top one here, it's got a thin piece of plywood, and then it's got a 3/4 inch piece of styrofoam on top. And actually you can kind of see the gray there. That's where my fish tank was. I had a 20 high here. So yes, all the shelves have insulation for the bottom. It's got a piece of plywood. As far as the racks with the fish tanks, I also have insulation in between the tanks, which is 3/4 inch. Like I said, it's got the insulation underneath it. And then like this one here is a 1/2 inch piece of plywood. And then down here, these also have insulation in between the fish tanks. Insulation underneath at 3/4 inch. And then that one almost looks like 3/4 inch plywood. I do have these metal braces in here. Like I said, I tend to overbuild stuff, so it's just the way it is. It's got this 1.5 by 1.5 for the supports. For the shelf itself, obviously I also have it screwed in on the side. Let's see if I can sneak back here, because I also have insulation on the back side of the aquariums. Let's see here if I can sneak in here and see this. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but I guess you just have to believe me, or you can see this one actually. So there's insulation pretty much on the sides and behind the aquariums and underneath the aquariums.